Hello everyone, how's it going? You've joined the Sporty stream. I'm your host Sporty FC, and we've got one more match for you tonight. Let's take a look at our schedule. See what it is. It's a Challenger 3v3 matchup. Backer Esports Swampmen taking on OUG, One Up Gaming Brigade in a best of 5. As again, we're going to look to get things kind of sorted out and ready to go as soon as we can for these teams. What a match it will be. Definitely a lot of stressors put on these players. To play pretty well to stay up at a high level, and again, this is part of week 1. We don't know how these teams are going to play just yet this season. This is a good tester. See how things will go. Again, earlier today we saw Swordfish Hydra taking on FFE Redemption. Swordfish Hydra winning 3-1. And our next match, Stryker Swampmen, One Up Gaming Brigade. This is a 3v3 match. That last match was a 2v2. Slight bit different, but still a lot of the same situations. Challenger level, Champ 1, Champ 2. Both these teams at a 0-0 record, wanting to get their first win of the season here against each other. Interesting about this is that Stryker have 5 players, One Up Gaming only have 3. And one of these players of One Up Gaming is Ivan, also probably known by one of his older names, which was Zinc. Used to be known as Zinc. I2S Chaotix also on this team. You're going to be seeing him as Caminator. In chat, I2S, you got a 4th player, Caminator? Oh, you do! You added a 4th player. Caminator 4 and 3. Let me fix that. Caminator. There we go. Let's fix things up. There you go. There's Cam. If I spelled the name correctly, that is. There you go. Got processed like an hour ago? Oh, I see that. That's... Well, thank you for updating me, Chaotic. I can fix that for you. Again, best of 5. We'll get things started in just about 5 minutes from now. For this one. 2 teams want to get the best start they can this season. What a series it will be. Definitely a lot of players being tested. And for good reason. These are not easy matches. Not that anybody said they were going to be easy, that's for sure. But again, we'll see how things go. Again, interesting Rocket League action we have had today. See just how well things can go for these teams. But again, this will be the last match of the night. Here, Stryker Swampmen, OUG Brigade. Again, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see our kind of our final match here. As prediction poll is live, you can vote for who you think will take it. Stryker Swampmen or OUG Brigade. A Stryker Esports fan or a One Up Gaming fan. We've seen both these orgs on the stream already this season. One Up Gaming, we saw yesterday with OUG Overcast, which is I2S Chaotix 2v2 team, along with Blue Sabres and Preston, taking down Swordfish Volts. And then before that, we got to see Stryker Supernova, who got swept by HunterX throwing in the first week. See how things go here. Again, what a match it will be. Definitely going to be exciting. Again, a lot of questions, a lot of interesting statements. And we'll see again who shows up, who steps up. As I see, thank you in chat, says IUTS. You're welcome, I2S. I got your players added, don't worry. Again, we'll get things going again. Interesting to see kind of see I2S Chaotic again. But this time I'll actually get him play. Which will be nice. And he wasn't able to play in that 2-2 match. It was, again, he was that sub to Blue Sabres and Preston. Both of them started. Chaotic waited in the back, but he'll be here today. Along with Viper, Ivan, Caminator. See, those players won't be here today. Or, if they're all here today, maybe they'll just have a sub on standby. Singing for Stryker, we got 5 players. Davini, Hero Bear, Raplord Schnacks, Nazaniro, and Dragstar. Hero I believe, was on Element at one point. I know, again, so that's an interesting player to say. I think he was on Element at one point. I remember Hero Bear being a recognizable player for that. That was a long time ago since we've seen Elements. For Ivan, again, he was known as Zinc. Last time he was on that we got to see was Knights of the Round Table. KORT or Court. We saw them play Knights of Chaos. That's how old that. That's how long it's been since we've seen Ivan. Been a good couple months, but it's nice to see him back. What a match it will be here in week 1. Want to get off to a good start? This is your way to do it. As hello, Sabers in chat. How you doing? You're showing the frowny face. You okay, Sabers? You a little sad? Don't worry, we'll get some action started. Don't worry. You'll be excited once we get the matches going. Again, Stryker Swampmen. 1UP Gaming Brigade. We'll see just who has what it takes. In this 3v3, oh, there's another emote, a little. Okay, Sabers, I don't know what you're doing in chat. Welcome in anyways. Hello, Sabers. Again, we'll get things started in just a minute or two. These teams are trying to get things kind of sorted out. Hello in chat is Skelter/Preston. How you doing? You see we got the whole 1UP Gaming family running in to watch this one. Hello. I wonder if we got some Stryker fans in the chat. Because, again, for right now, we're seeing a little bit of 1UP Gaming support. Need some Stryker support. There's about 6 minutes left in that prediction. Again, we'll go into that first match. So if you guys know anyone who might be joining a little late, don't worry. As long as they're not 5 minutes late, they'll be fine. We'll be getting things going. As again, look to us to get things going as again, Stryker Swampmen, 1UP Gaming Brigade. As there's Divini, Hero Bear, Warlock. Who is Warlock? That Traplord, Dragster. Which player is this? Or OUG? Sorry, not OUG. Stryker. Again, we're gonna find out who's Warlock, because we have a player named Warlock jumping in, but Hero Bear's in, Dragstar, Viper, Ivan, Caminator, Chaotic are all in. That's Divini? That's interesting, because Divini's got his name also in there, so does Divini have 2 accounts? We'll look to get things sorted out here. We're having some issues. Yeah, okay, so Divini has 2 accounts joining in. We'll make sure we get him to keep only 1. Oh, his name has a comment in it. That's annoying. As it turns out, no, he's just got his name with a comma in it. So it looks like they're student players. That's fun. What is it? Roy? Hello, it's Roy. What's the script? I'm sure chat can tell you. Chat will tell you about it. I don't know. I don't get given the script. You know, so you get actual genuine reactions from me. I don't write the script. The chat does. Let's get things going here. In this best of 5, we got everybody in the lobby here. Stryker, Swampmen, 1UP Gaming Brigade. Again, hopefully we'll get these teams in, actually, because they're a little bit sheepish to join. But as soon as they're ready, there we go. There's 1UP Gaming, and there's Stryker. Sorry about that delay, but yeah, Divini's got a comment in his name. That's great. Welcome in, everybody. The final match tonight, it's Divini, Huber, and Dragstar taking on, Stryker, Swampmen taking on 1UP Gaming Brigade with Ivan, Viper, I2S Chaotic. These teams also have some subs available as well, so that can make for some interesting action. OUG Brigade, at the start of the season, only had 3 players. They quickly added in that 4th, and the 4th player is here. But that's a huge mistake, and, well, that's not a great start. No matter who's playing, that's a touch you should be making. It's not an easy one, but it's one that Ivan just rushed a little too much, and not even 20 seconds in, and it's already 1 goal, Dragstar with it. And OUG looking for a response. Won't get it here as Divini is playing in a Merc, which is an interesting card choice. That is a very unique hitbox as well, so I don't know what he's trying there, but it is an interesting idea. See how it affects gameplay here as Warlock. Demoed by Chaotic. Ivan off that corner. Second touch. Dragstar, but will try to get that clear. Bumps into it anyways. And look at this control from Viper. My goodness, Viper sets up Chaotic. And OUG Brigade bringing in that fighting force. Viper, I mean, he just dices up the defense. Nobody on Stryker can keep him out. OUG Brigade will walk in for their first goal. And that kind of pressure, that kind of threat that Viper is bringing, that's something that this team needs to bring. Gotta see more of that consistency. Doing that once is pretty impressive, but doing it multiple times is what really allows you to be the best of the league. As Viper can't get that one. Bear, Viper's beat him there. Divini off the sidewall, looking in field for Dragstar, who's got a light chip on this. Sending it towards the net, we'll see who has it. It's Ivan. Dragstar off the corner, looking for Warlock. Ivan clears. Viper redirects to the midfield, looking for the bump on the last defender, but Bear won't get it anyways. One Up Gaming Brigade will take the lead with that. One touch from Viper, and that's just too much for Bear to handle, who just caught himself in between a rock and a hard place, jumping for it like that. Actually, if he just chose to stay on the ground, he'd have a better chance at blocking that and keeping it away from danger. Sends a bit of panic from Stryker Swampmen, and this is a game that is kind of flipped on its head here. Starts off with them playing so well, but One Up Gaming Brigade giving them an immediate response. Actually, 2 immediate responses. Why they're in the lead in all. As Divini. Chaotic to the midfield. Viper, that one's not on, but it does set up offense here for One Up Gaming. Ivan, off the corner. Divini. Oh, he's misread this one. In front, Viper with the dunk. And here comes Ivan. That one's off the post and in. Another for Brigade. And things are starting to get out of control here for Stryker Swampmen. Another bit of panic on that defense. This is a team that seems to be quick to falling apart. And it's Divini. Although, known by his older name. Sorry, not Divini. Ivan. Known by his older name as Zinc. We'll get that one. Look at this pressure from OG. Looking for a fourth. He'll get a fourth. Here he comes again. It's Ivan's second. And as if things couldn't get any better here for OUG Brigade, I do as Chaotic. Another 1v2 play. Taking the defense away. And OUG Brigade living on cloud 9 early in the series. And what a start for them. Need a good start. They'll get a good start. Ivan just got a third. In the span of about 15 seconds, Ivan has scored the last 3 goals for OUG. One after the other after the other. 3 shots, 3 goals. Ivan is just playing insanely well. Oh, that's not going to be great. Off the kickoff. Here comes Hero Bear with the response. I think this was Ivan's mistake. Oh, it was. Missed it completely. And for all the good Ivan's done, that can really cost you if this was a much less one-sided game. Don't want to give up those kind of mistakes in the season. Looking up for OUG Brigade, they're still up by 3. They're in a great position, but yeah, Ivan may not want to make that mistake again. That's a mistake that is so costly and at this level shouldn't be expected. Missing the kickoff entirely. Not a commonality in this low champion level gameplay. Again, for all the good he's done, that is a pretty bad mistake, but he'll look to maybe allow his team to get another one. I do as Chaotic though, might just get it himself. He will. OUG Brigade bounce back after that kickoff mistake. Deliver some more hard-hitting true via to Stryker Swampmen. Swampmen are just not ready. That's OUG Brigade's statement. Swampmen will not be ready. Have not been ready. And are not ready. OUG Brigade march down the field again. Now look to set up another one, but double command in the midfield. Leaves it to a clear from Dragstar. Divini. Off the back wall. Ivan has that one kept out. He'll actually follow up this for another one. Save on Hero Bear. Brigade in front. That's a great shot from I2. It's Chaotic. Pass from Ivan to Chaotic. It's just a dream performance from OUG Brigade. You talk about starting off well. I think they've excelled well past that point of well. And here's another one. Ivan's fourth. OUG Brigade are absolutely on fire. For Ivan, all of these goals coming off the kickoff for him. You know, I'm not saying that is, going to be correlation equals causation, but when a player scores off the kickoff every single time, you start to think maybe there's an issue whenever they're the one cheating up for the play. Because Ivan does not miss those chances. And in fact, he may even get another chance on target. Dragstar clears. Chaotic. Back into the offense. He's going to try to get that bump on Hero Bear. Hero Bear still chasing. Ivan, last back. One touch. Dragstar looking for that 50. Rolling towards the net, but Chaotic will get there. And OUG Brigade, just a fluid, steady motion. Leading to a fluid, steady output of offense, of goals. And what is a game that has totally been theirs for a very long amount of time. And I don't think this team's slowing down. It's going to be up to Stryker Swampmen to pick up the pace. OUG aren't going to stop anytime soon. This is what they're doing in Game 1. Who knows what they can manage to do in Game 2 and 3. But also, it is still only Game 1. There's a lot Stryker Swampmen can do to recover. There's a lot of time for them to do it. The series has to go at least 2 more games, and I'd be very surprised if it doesn't go any more than that. One-up game again, bringing the offense. Chaotic, looking for his team's knife, cleared away. Ivan, not willing to take that one. Now he'll get bumped out by Hero Bear. In comes Viper, rolling in front for Chaotic, and he's hit that one wide of the net. Ivan now. Will he actually leave it? He's all the way back. Viper will cut in rotation, and he's going to look for that second touch. Gets bumped off. Still on its Viper. Hero Bear, awkward. Viper, tap in front for Chaotic, and that's off the bar. Here comes Ivan. That's also off the bar. G Brigade could have had a knife, could have made this a 7-goal difference. They won't have to, though, because this game's already well and truly theirs. Viper's still searching. In front, Doomsy! And he's got it! Tucked into the net. OUG Brigade will now have a 9th goal. Only one short of double digits. But I don't see any complaining from them. OUG Brigade. Well, they'll let this one hit the ground, but it's a 9-2 blowout. Again, a stunning start for this team. I mean, Ivan, 4 goals on 5 shots. He's assisted 2 others. Everybody's on that team's got at least 2 assists and 2 goals. I mean, just look at this. Every single statistic possible seems to be in their way. The only thing that isn't is saves, and that's because they never really had to play defense. Stryker Swampmen. Maybe that name is a little more fitting than they thought. They're getting swamped. And if this continues, this will be a very quick night for Stryker. Going into Game 2. I mean, at this point for Stryker, they've just got to find something, some sort of confidence. You don't get a lot of it after a loss like that. And I don't think OUG's gonna let you forget about that game so quickly. But here we go. Let's get things going in Game 2. Maybe a 9-2 scoreline last game for Brigade. Looking just to continue that offensive output, but I've got to be careful. Stryker Swampmen don't take no for an answer. Right now for OUG Brigade, they've got to be able to do this against a team that's probably going to steadily increase in that pressure. Sure, they may have had that incredible offensive performance in Game 1, but it's about being consistent, not about doing it once. I've seen teams where they dominate one game, but then get destroyed the next couple. One game isn't going to decide your chances in the series. It's only one game. This is a best of 5. You've got to win 3, and OUG, well, they may have taken that first game quite well. What do they do to ensure that will happen again? Well, infield pass could start off. That's a great setup for my 2S Chaotic. Fortunately, he had his teammates double commit. Chance will get away from them as in front, Ivan will take that one away. Now in the midfield, OUG Brigade looking for some offenses. Viper doesn't get that touch, but it'll be a quick save by 2S Chaotic, and it's right back in for Brigade. A Swampmen shot, saved by Ivan. 1UP Gaming, leading with defense. For the first real major test of the series for them. Well, they're holding up well for now. We'll see if it stays that way. Is I2S. Well, that's just going to go right to Ivan, though. OUG, they just cannot get to the midfield. There's a team hitting that ball up high. Trying to see if they can get Stryker Swampmen to miss. I want to see them go for those dribbles and those 50s. Because that's what really beats teams. Stuff like that. Viper, showing them how it's done. You don't try to clear the ball over them. You try to dribble it, and now Chaotic on. Saved by Trappler Snacks, who did sub in for this game. It's Davidi, Dragstar, Trappler Snacks, and Hero Bear sitting out for this one. We'll see what difference that makes, because right now the difference isn't being noticeable. OUG Brigade are bringing the offense back. And I must say, that offense just continuing to show what it's made of. OUG continuing to be just the better team. As Dragstar, Ivan wants it clear. Dragstar in the midfield. Shot from Trappler Snacks. I2S Chaotic with the block, and OUG. Again, I love this control they're having. I love this passing! These guys cannot do any wrong, can they? When you see Stryker Swampmen throw offense at them, and OUG shrug it off, they bring it upfield, and they find the chance themselves. In Game 2, OUG continuing that offensive outpouring. One Up Gaming. One up above the competition. In fact, let me change that. It's not one up. It's a lot more than that. It was 7 goals up last game. It's 2 this game. Make it 1 now with that shot from Dragstar. OUG maybe got a bit careless, a bit overconfidence. That's a really good shot from Dragstar. They keep Stryker Swampmen back in it. They get their minds back on focus. The Stryker, who are able to bring a response, that's what they need. And now here comes the Vinny. Ivan. Off the sidewall. He's missed that touch completely. That's going to kill that play for OUG. What could have been a great chance for them. They had so much space. And really, them getting in the air has given them opportunities, but here goes Stryker the other way. Dragstar. And that needs to go on, at least on target. The net was open. There was no pressure on Dragstar. A huge missed opportunity. As Viper. 50'd on both. Chaotic. Not on. Davini's going to have that touch away. OUG is sitting back a little further. Look at that dunk from Ivan. Going up he is. And that demo will remove Ivan's chance, but Viper looking for one himself. But he's got actually that near post shot. Not on, but it does put on the pressure. As Davini. Beaten by Chaotic, who does have that boost advantage. Oh, that's going to be a terrible touch. In front. How in the world does that not go in? I mean, Stryker Swampmen was stuck staring at the ball. Was waiting on that goal line. Asking to go in the back of the net. And OUG Brigade couldn't put it there. Look at this. They're still on offense. And Chaotic will put it squarely in the middle of it. Sure, maybe that last chance doesn't go in, but I mean, Stryker Swampmen can't keep getting away with this. OUG Brigade continuing to stay ahead and to pull even further. I mean, this is just a beatdown at this point. Stryker, do they have any response? Do they have anything they can do? It feels so hopeless for this team. It feels like, again, all that energy they had starting out the series, it's gone. It's dissipated. It's left the building. For Stryker Swampmen, I mean, this is a real sobering experience to what the Skyward series is like. This is a league full of competition. Competition that will give you a real tough run. You've got to be able to keep up with it every step of the way. OUG giving Stryker Swampmen a real tough battle. A battle that Stryker have had no control over. As Viper, maybe an infield touch, but Traveler Snacks will take it away. I2S Chaotic. Going across. 50'd out by Viper. Now Ivan, it's not on, but it does keep the offense for OUG as if they need more offense. This one of the game, all you need to do is make sure Stryker don't score. But they're going to try to get another one. That's kept out by Stryker. Viper. Oh, what a touch. A2S Chaotic with the pass. Saved away. And this will hit the ground. A game 2 that goes to OUG Brigade. Sure, it wasn't a 7-goal difference. It was only 2, but it still felt that one-sided. And at this point for Stryker Swampmen again, do they have any sort of response? I don't see it from them. This is a team who's had that, confidence ripped out of them. And of course, OUG is looking so incredibly strong. And in fact, looking so good, they're going to bring in Caminator. That's their sub. They're so confident they're going to play with their sub this game. Maybe that's a bit too overconfident, but we'll see how it works here for OUG. For Stryker. And another substitution. It isn't. They're keeping that same roster. OUG Brigade now bringing a sub in themselves. Bringing in Caminator. As he replaces Viper. Viper was that kind of player who maybe had the least effect on OUG. Not that he was weak at all. I don't think there's any weak player on OUG with how they've been playing so far. So Caminator can slot into this rotation. Again, a player who's only verified about an hour ago. And he's going to make himself known very quickly. And he almost did it there. That one nearly found the back of the net from Caminator. His first shot in the Skyward series. And it almost went for a goal. Now he'll gut it up for Ivan. Kept out. Now Ivan trying to keep the offense going. Davini. Ivan keeping it air. Caminator. Infield. I2S Chaotic. Dunked by Traveler Snacks. OUG. Oh, maybe a little too relaxed. That is awkward for Ivan, but he's able to avoid Caminator. Get this one out, or at least as far as the midfield. Swampmen are bringing it right back. They are a bit overcommitted. And Davini wisely going backwards will line Traveler Snacks. Stryker need to be careful of where they're rotating, because that's you can see it again in that play. 2 players in the same corner. And that is an overcommit as Ivan infield. Caminator! Oh, he couldn't get to that one in time. Will be sent away by Stryker as a follow going in from Viper. Welcome to somebody stream, Viper. How you doing? Your team's been playing pretty well tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. Again, thank you for joining the Sportiest stream. I mean, I don't need to tell you that we're in Game 3, but I'm sure you already recognize that. As OUG Brigade only one game away from taking on Stryker Swampmen here in a sweep. We've seen this multiple times. Our team get off to this kind of start, an incredible start, and then things start to kind of screech to a halt. Their team picks things up, and, well, the team that was, so heavily in the lead starts to fall apart, starts to crumble under their own pressure. PG Brigade have to play, have to play patiently, have to play carefully. The series is not over. There is no reason to get overconfident. Swampmen are going to throw everything they have at them. Stay alive as Traveler Snacks. Gonna get the bump on I2S Chaotic, but Chaotic still missed it. Snacks again. Ivan will send it out, and OUG is continuing to send that ball downfield and see what Stryker Swampmen can and cannot get as I2S Chaotic. Saved by Traveler Snacks. OUG, I think this is actually their longest game so far without them scoring, as here comes Davini. Cleared by Caminator. Follow-up shot, Ivan will get that one. Dragstar's still on it. In front, Caminator's cleared. He is gonna only get a dem on that attacker. It's still OUG who have to bring it upfield. Chaotic. Dunk. Goes straight to Traplord though. Oh, that's a great catch from Caminator. My goodness, Caminator, that is a very well-placed play. OUG Brigade needed a stand-up play like that. It comes from Caminator, the sub coming in, and now he's just found Chaotic. That's going to be blocked. And again, OUG not able to put up a follow-up. Caminator's missed. Well, but he did so well, so back then on defense. Almost gave up a goal there. But OUG recover. At least for now, as Ivan OUG feeling that pressure. Again, they brought in Caminator, and while he's had his good plays, that cohesion, not at that same level. The offense struggling as a result. Stryker Swampmen are starting to throw a lot of change-ups upfield, off the back wall, off the side wall, to each other. Dribble plays in front. Stryker Swampmen going to vary what they do on offense. It's really throwing OUG in for a loop. As Dragstar on the near side, pinch in front, Trap Lord Snacks. Dunks by Ivan. And for OUG Brigade, all they need is one goal and things can really get better for them. But right now, they're lucky if they can even get one shot in an offensive attack. As here's a demo. Chaotic. The back wall, the Vinny has that one, but here comes Caminator. In for Ivan, that's gone wide. That needs to be on target from Ivan. He's got a clear look at that net. Sure, it's not an easy shot for him, but it's one that you would expect Ivan, for how well he's been playing this series, to make that one, or at least put it on target. And OUG, again, are just kind of stuck twiddling their thumbs on offense, waiting for the chance to come to them, and really, it's not going to happen that way. They've been playing so successfully because they've made their own chances. They've brought the offense, they've brought the plays, but it's going to be Stryker who will score first with 20 seconds left. And Brigade, again, they brought in a sub in Caminator, but he hasn't been all that helpful for them in this play specifically. He's just not in the right position, rotating away from that back post. Stryker Swampmen will get there first of the game. Over 4.5 minutes, Stryker have the lead, finally. At least a lead in the game. Now, can they hold it? Caminator stuck just watching, and well, he's had, again, a game where he's had good plays. Good plays aren't going to cut it. You need to play better than that. Bring your sub in, and OUG Brigade, and the writing was on their wall after game 2. They should not have made that decision. I don't know if maybe they weren't comfortable. We're playing with that third in Viper, but I would not be surprised if Viper joins right back in. He brought in a sub. What a terrible idea to try to test things out early in the season, but yeah, they're learning pretty quickly. You keep your subs, your newer players, your subs generally are there for a reason. And again, you try a new player, it's best maybe not to try them game like this, especially when you already have a roster that's been working so well. They tried it. It really didn't work, though. It was a rough game for Caminator. For OUG Brigade as a whole, they struggled just to get upfield. Viper being that missing piece. Rotation revolves on these 3 players to work together. Caminator just couldn't fit in. Viper right back in it. And again, as I said immediately, making that substitution as Hero Bears jumping in now. Replacing the Vinny. Stryker Swampmen weren't happy with that last game either. Both teams making changes as we head into game 4. This one for OUG, it's now on to Viper. Was subbed out, and now he's brought back in. And he proved to his team that he deserves to stay. Brigade decided to take him out. That is a decision that now I think they might regret, although we'll see how Viper is able to challenge as I2S Chaotic. Nothing there, but here goes Ivan. Locked out as OUG already on more offense they've had this game than they had the entirety of the last game. So much pressure, keeping the ball so close, so dangerous, but they're also in dangerous positions themselves. Trap Lord Snacks. And this is just a touch from Chaotic that he could have took his time on. That is one way, and you have to wait, you have to let it hit your car. That's one of those positions where you panic, and you realize afterwards, well, you shouldn't have done that. Such a commonality at this point, because players panicking a bit too early for their own good. Many players get awkward so quickly, but well, that's a great response. Viper right in, and look who's assisting. It's I2S Chaotic. And that touch just perfectly. Plays right in front for Viper. It could not have put it any better. Chaotic making up for his past mistake. That's what a true team leader does. You see a mistake and you say, well, I'm gonna, make sure I respond with a great play of my own to get myself back in it, to keep the confidence going. But Brigade, well, they have that confidence, that's for sure, but they need to make sure they continue to keep it going, because They'll get that goal, but this game is tied up, and here comes Dragstar. That one's on. Viper's got it. Ivan will clear it away. You know, OUG, they having struggles really connecting in that midfield. A lot of this is just Stryker Swampmen getting unchallenged. Boo! That center of the field. And that's where a lot of games are decided, is on the midfield pressure. And if Brigade aren't going to stand there and try to block Stryker Swampmen from going through, well, they're not going to have a very good time in this game, that's for sure. They're not going to win on offense. Maybe shot after shot. They're going to have to rely more on counterattacks if they're willing to sit this far back with those last players. Here comes Ivan with the dribble. Ivan. A back wall. Trappler Schnacks as well to get to it, but he's missed it. Chaotic in the top right corner. And that is one Trappler Schnacks will not be happy with. Alright, towards Chaotic. To the top right corner. And for Schnacks, he's been having a rough game because he in chat. The My Bad Bro there. He obviously isn't happy with how he's playing this game, but fortunately for him, he's still got over 3 minutes left. Really going to play a style that he's going to be happy with as Hero Bear. Used a lot of boost for that one touch. It's Chaotic. Off the back wall, looking for Ivan. Hero Bear has it. And now Viper. But Chaotic doesn't have it. Ivan, the clear. And Brigade. Gonna keep things going, gonna keep the offense flowing. Dragstar wants it out, but Ivan wants it on net, and he's gonna find it with that touch. No nonsense, it's offense from Ivan. He jumps for it, he gets it, he makes it count. And yeah, this is a team that's ready. Again, they subbed in Canada, trying to test things out with a sub. It didn't work so well for them. The offense did not keep itself strong, but well, that confidence still well and truly there with Viper back in the rotation. It may only be a certain amount of time before we see Canada get involved, because right now, look at this team. I mean, when Ivan and Chaotic are playing as well, you just need someone who can slot in, and I know Canada can do it, although Ozzy didn't show this series. Viper's been doing that very well, but it's Ivan all on his own there. Yeah, it's Ivan and Chaotic. We're just this 1-2 punch offense. Viper, Caminator, really whoever you want to sit in that backfield. I think Viper's been definitely been doing a little better on that possession, but oh my, what a touch! That's in for Viper. Well, forget about what they've been doing on possession. We just gotta talk about that assist from Ivan. I mean, could you do it any better, Ivan? That is incredible. Sure, it doesn't go in, but it doesn't have to when it's just that perfect. OUG back on firing on all cylinders. Do Stryker give up? Is this the end of the series? Is this the end of the road? They've got 2 minutes to make a response, and it all started with that shot from Dragstar that needed to go in. Well, that's going to make a real tough situation even tougher, but here goes Trapper Snacks. Kept up by Chaotic. Viper, oh, he panicked. He went early on that. Hero Bear dunks by Ivan. Dragstar. Viper keeps it up with one touch. He's got Chaotic following him. Off the back wall, Chaotic. Low boost, infield. Dragstar sends it away. And all Brigade just have to do is just make sure they keep their composure. Less than 90 seconds in this game, and will very likely be the series as a whole, as that one, Viper. A little bit of fortune on that one off the corner, but Viper will take it. A tough angle, and I mean, he'll be happy. That's just rolling right in. No extra touch needed. OUG Brigade. They might have another blowout game. A blowout on the stream, by the way, is considered whenever a team has a goal differential of 7 or more. Sorry, wins by goal differential of 7 or more. Yeah, we saw it in Game 1 with a 9-2 victory for OUG. Well, they're only 2 goals away from having another 7-goal difference. Honestly, I don't see that being all that unlikely for this team at how they're playing. As Chaotic, that one. Stopped by Dragstar. Viper is pushed up a bit high, but he'll send it back for Chaotic, who has a lot of boost, actually. He's going to get past one. Now trying to get the 50 on Dragstar, he does. Chaotic sets up Ivan. Dunk from Dragstar, though. And for Stryker Swampmen again. They're getting used to the pressure that is this Challenger League. And it's going to be a rough learning process. OUG Brigade have really made them understand just what it's like to be here in the Skyward series against teams like this. Brigade, I mean, they don't see any end in sight. They want another. Hero Bear trying to counter with a goal. Here's a pass to Dragstar, dunked by Chaotic. Now Ivan, 50 on Hero Bear. This one, Dragstar, doesn't have it. Chaotic, off the corner, maybe one more shot. It's gonna be dunked in. And I2S Chaotic will make it a 7-1 difference. They're packing their bags to go to Brazil. OUG Brigade will take the series in 4. Just one more goal to sweeten things for them, as if it was necessary. Dominant performance in the 3 games with Viper, Ivan, and Chaotic were playing. No questions on who's taking this series, and for why. Question is this a one-time purpose, or will this be done again? Can Stryker Swampmen maybe find a way to recuperate after that rough series? I'll be decided at least somewhat in Game 2. Stryker team not going to be happy with that one. It's a performance, again, that is, I think, very sobering for them. It really helped them learn what it's like to be in this league. It's not an easy place to be. They got a very, very honest response. As again, they just look very good. Like, that offense is tough to break down. As we are going to get an interview with this OUG team. They want one. We'll get them one. Let me quickly see if I can invite them in for a little chat. Again, the final match tonight. If you want to take a look at our match today, again, 3-1s. We've had a couple 3-1s in a row here. These 2 match today with 3-1s. We had Service Hydra beat FFV Redemption 3-1, and now OUG Brigade beating Stryker Swampmen 3-1. Yesterday we had 2 3-1s with OUG Overcast taking down Swordfish Volts, and UAG Sports taking down the line Pink. No Game 5s yet for the Skyward series. We haven't seen any yet. We'll see some soon in the future, but for now, we're seeing a lot of these matchups go one way or the other by the end of it. Again, I must say, blended performance from Stryker Swampmen. OUG Brigade stood no chance. Sorry, blended performance from OUG Brigade, Stryker Swampmen stood no chance. I'm tired. My apologies, I'm tired. Been a long night for me. Again, let's get them in here. A quick little interview. Seems like we're gonna have Ivan joining us. As soon as he's in, we'll get things going. Good night for Ivan. Again, otherwise known by his older name of Zinc. We'll return to the stream, and this is a team that could very well compete for that in that top level. This is a strong performance for a challenger team. Most challenger teams cannot play at the level that they are at. As hello, Ivan, welcome in. What a win! Congratulations, a huge start for One Up Gaming Brigade.
Appreciate that. Yep, great start this time.
And I mean, it's been a while since we've seen you guys again. The last time you were here was when you were known as Zinc back on KORT back in February. Been a while. You're back. How does it feel after a multi-month break, and what is a 9-month break? That's a long time to be away. But hey, you know, it feels like no time has passed. It's nice to see you again.
See you too, man. I kind of been watching your streams, and it was pretty good. So I had to pick you for the caster, but I'm doing great.
Yeah, and I'm sure that win will also help you guys out. It was a fun performance. I mean, this is a team that looks like it could be like top tier challenge, like top tier championship caliber level. You, Viper, Chaotic. I mean, that is just a dream roster. You guys seem to have everything clicking. I mean, what is it about you guys? Did you guys do some practice before this season to get things going, or is this just a team of players that are just working perfectly together?
If I'm being completely honest, we had I had the worst time recruiting it took me the entire registration period to find a team, and we didn't start scrimming until registration period closed. So we've been great this whole time. We've been working on everything, talking to each other, communicating on and off the pitch, and it's just been allowing us to become a better team. And in the short time we've performed, so that's what we're looking for.
Again, what a start. What a, I mean, taking on Stryker Swampmen, I mean, I did see at some point you tried to sub in Caminator, but it didn't really work so well. You sub back in Viper. You know, can you tell me through that process of subbing in Caminator? I'm assuming you wanted to get your sub some action, obviously. Didn't work for you guys and that you lost that game, but you sub back in, Viper back in. I mean, you have a lot of confidence in your roster, but can you tell me kind of about subbing in Caminator and really the confidence you have overall, you know, trusting in your players? Because obviously, you trust in Viper, you trust in Chaotic when you have those guys alongside you.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't want to be a coach and just keep Viper in. I kind of wanted to be a good team player and a leader, allow Cam to get some time in and play. But I mean, even though it didn't work out that game, he's still a great player. There's nothing that I have against him at all. He's been on the team for a few days, but it's what we need. And Viper, he's been probably one of our fastest guys on the pitch. I've been kind of trying to like play around him and try and build towards his style of play, and it's worked out perfectly for us so far.
Again, I could definitely agree on that. You guys have looked pretty strong. Again, you guys are looking to just continue that kind of run. As again, that's the end of this week for you guys. You can take on Stryker Swampmen, but next week you have to go up against Invicta Admirals, and that's a team that's been around for a little while, I believe. If I had to check, at least the name has been. I don't know if these players are. Oh, actually, I think this is a newer team actually for Invicta. But again, you go up against Invicta, that's an org that knows what this league's like. Has been here long enough to know what they're supposed to do. You know, anything you wanted to talk about, kind of go against Invicta Admirals, a team that might be a bit new to this league, but an org that is definitely not new to the action that this league can present.
Honestly, I don't have much to say. With every team that we're going to face this season, I have the same outlook, just go in and kill. The point of us trying to be this good is that we don't underestimate anybody, and we give ourselves full confidence. We don't go in scared of anybody. We don't go in worried about a certain player or their roster entirely. We just focus on us, get the job done, and play how we're supposed to play. And we only learn from mistakes and losses, and from wins we don't talk much. So just trying to get in the best shape possible for playoffs.
Again, I love to hear you guys. I mean, you have a good season ahead of you guys. I think you guys look like one of the scariest teams I've seen so far this week. And for Challenger, I think there's a reason teams should fear you guys. Again, congratulations on your win. But before you leave, is there any last things you want to say? Any shoutouts? Any final statements?
Shout out Chaotic and Viper. They were the guys that I have found on a last chance Hail Mary type play, and having them on the roster has been amazing. Like, I couldn't ask for a better group. You know, I ended up being second place last season, and I'm trying to shoot for something higher than that, and they have filled that role perfectly. And we all have some type of championship pedigree, whether it's in Skyward or somewhere else. So we all know what it feels like to be right there. So we're hungry and we're willing to get there. And shout out OUG for keeping us there. Really appreciate that.
I got you you were second place last season. I didn't get to see you all that last season actually, which now makes me a little sad. But hey, you again, strong performance. You definitely feel strong about that again last season with OUG Zone 7 being a team that surprised everyone to make it to the playoffs. I don't think there's any surprises here this season though. You guys look incredible here in your first week. Keep up that work. And you'll be doing well. Actually, Invicta Admirals were in last season. I just noticed they're not new. You're actually going to have a play against a team that you didn't get to play last season, but you'll play this season. That'll be interesting. Again, congratulations on your win here, Ivan. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Have an amazing rest of the night. Hopefully, I'll see you again very, very soon this season.
I appreciate it. You have a good night too, man.
And that was Ivan there of OUG Brigade. And yeah, again, the next match will be against Invicta Admirals, a team that played last season. Did not play against them, though. A team that played pretty well last season, so they got a top match ahead of them. But for now, that's it for our night of action. Again, if you want to take a look at our results one last time again, 3-1 wins. Sword for Hydra over FFE Redemption, and then we just saw OUG Brigade over Stryker Swampmen. What a night of action. What a day it has been. But I'm pretty tired. I think we should find someone to get a raid to. And who could I raid that I like? Let's see, who... Let's go with... I'll find someone, don't worry. Yeah, let's go this way. Again, thank you all so much for joining and being so supportive. It means a lot to me. But for now, that's it. Here on the Splitty stream, that's it for all the action tonight. I'll see you again very, very soon. In fact, I already have a match scheduled tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then. Pay attention to Twitter at SpottyFCRL for more updates.